Ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to excuse me if I'm quite sluggish in this video. It's very, very late here. I haven't slept very well in the last few days. I've been focused on the market and looking at the charts for 12, 14 hours a day. So it's been heavy work, and I will say I'm a little bit tired. But look, I needed to get an update out here today because I think you guys need to see it. I think you need to see the pressing situation we are really in, and that's the reality. And there's no emotion in that. There's no fear in that. I'm not fearful. I don't like that word. It doesn't help you make decisions at all. I'm concerned. I'm rationally concerned. And we have an opportunity here on the cryptocurrency market to bounce. We have an opportunity to bounce, but we need to do it now. We can't move downwards any further. We literally need to have found the bottom on any substantial time frame that matters. We need to have found the bottom. Scam wicks, yeah, cool, we can see them. But this has to be the bottom. So everyone's saying that we can go to 59K or 54K or 52K. Don't listen to those people. They don't know what they're talking about. They're not looking at the same trends that I'm looking at here, the trends that actually matter, okay? Now, let's be very clear. Bitcoin, technically speaking, can go downwards to around 61,000. The 57K drop was a deviation below the macro support zone that only occurred so that we could retest critical support levels, such as the bull market support band, such as the price cycle center lines in yellow and green, okay? Those levels have moved upwards now. They've moved upwards to the proper support zone, which is 61K. 61K is a support zone, not just because it's a horizontal level that's important, but it's also a support zone on a more meaningful basis. So we go to the monthly chart, for example, we can see the highest ever monthly candle close we saw in 2021 was at 61K, right? So these levels matter. They matter for much more than horizontal, whatever usually matters in horizontal level. They matter because they're macro levels that are supported by dynamic and static supports on multiple time frames. So 61K is Bitcoin's level. Technically speaking, it can go there while remaining healthy. Altcoins can't go any lower. It's a very different situation. The altcoin market and the Bitcoin market are connected, but they're not the same. So Bitcoin can be in a decent position while altcoins are in a terrible position. And that's what we're seeing right now. And by the way, just to clarify, I think calling this a decent position of Bitcoin is actually a bit of a stretch. So I will kind of revoke what I said there. But going into the altcoin market cap, let's see here. Again, 5-step pattern. The fourth step is the final step before a parabolic bull market, usually. And so right now we're on the fourth step. But the problem is we're threatening to break below the price cycle center lines, as well as the bull market support band, as well as an RSI ascending support line, which is actually already broken, okay? So we need to be bottoming out here and going upwards from here. Because if we lose these levels, we lose the macro trend. So imagine this is the macro trend right now. This macro trend perfectly articulates to us that what happens next is a massive pump and an altcoin season in a bull market. If we lose that macro trend, this chart is obsolete and we have nothing. Therefore, we have no basis to invest in altcoins. We have no basis to expect that parabolic bull market and altcoin season. Therefore, altcoin investing quite simply becomes gambling. So what do we need to do here? Because it's not broken yet. It's not broken yet, but it's threatening to break. What do we need to do? We need to hold on to the critical horizontal support level at 613 billion on the daily candle. We need to hold on to the green level of the price cycle on the weekly candle, okay? These levels need to hold. We need to bottom here. We can't go any lower. To put into context of how bad this could get hypothetically, well, first and foremost, the worst thing that can happen is breaking the macro trend because of the loss of predictability of future movements in the market. That's the worst thing about this, really. But even just to put into context about what could happen in terms of price action on the immediate term of a breakdown, a hypothetical breakdown, you look at the last week, we've seen a 14% drop. Okay, during that 14% drop, you will have noticed that many of your altcoins are actually down 30 to 40%. In fact, some of them are retesting the bear market lows. That's what you would have noticed if you have altcoins right now. Now, the next major support zone below this current level that we need to be holding on the total 3 actually sits down here at 520 billion, which means that if we drop below this level, we see, again, a 14% drop. We see the exact same thing, the exact same destruction, decimation of altcoins that we've seen over the last week playing out again. So imagine everything you've lost this last week, and imagine that doubling. That's what happens if we lose this level. So not only is it major On a macro basis, it's a major level we need to be holding on a macro basis so that we maintain macro predictability and we maintain the likelihood of a bull market with an altcoin season. It's also a level we need to hold so that we don't see mass destruction of altcoins that you're currently holding on a short-term level. So again, what do we need to do? We need to hold these levels. We need to bottom here. We have no room to move anymore. We have to bottom now. That's the reality. We have to bottom now. And the same can be said about Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin has room to move, right? It can go downwards a little bit more. Technically, if Bitcoin goes down more, altcoins do as well. So if we want to maintain the health of altcoins, Bitcoin can't move either. Now, if altcoins break down and they don't, and the macro trend's broken, okay, cool. Then the level of interest becomes 61K because altcoins are already screwed. Who cares what happens with Bitcoin? We can just hold on to our macro supports of Bitcoin and then go upwards again. But right now, the fact that altcoins are on the edge of the cliff means that if Bitcoin moves a bit more down, altcoins will get dragged down with it. So Bitcoin and altcoins need to hold this specific level. What should you be watching? Again, you should be watching the price cycle center lines. You should be watching the $613 billion support level, which acted as support on daily candles here and here and here. Okay, and you need to be watching as well the triangle on Bitcoin. There's a triangle formation playing out right now, stemming backwards from 16th of May, going through to 2 separate candle retouches in the last few days. That needs to hold. Where is our breakout validation? Where will Bitcoin start to look good again? And the market in general, where would it start to look good again? Well, it would start to look good if we see a flip of this red resistance level, which would entail a breakout of the triangle, as well as a breakout of the daily chart RSI resistance level you can see on the screen right now. These things need to occur. We need to be seeing holding support, holding the triangle on Bitcoin, holding the price cycle center lines for total 3 on the weekly chart, but more specifically on the daily chart, we need to hold this immediate short-term horizontal level at 613 billion. These levels need to hold. If they do not, we are in trouble. Now, do I think they'll hold? I'm compelled to say yes. I have no choice but to say yes, because the macro trends are still intact. These are macro trends that have defined Bitcoin and cryptocurrency price action throughout their entire historical price history, okay? There's no opinion about this. The trend is your friend until it ends, okay? Do I like the look at the charts? No, I don't. I don't like the look at these charts right now. I am concerned. There's a reason I'm tired in this video. There's a reason I'm sluggish. It's because I've been staying up very late watching the charts very closely because I'm concerned. That's the reality. And we need to be seeing a bounce here. And if we don't bounce here, again, these macro trends break. We see another drop in altcoins and we see an unpredictable market environment. The problem, that emerges here, and there's a few problems that emerge from this, right? And I don't want to get too much into hypotheticals because the breakdowns haven't occurred yet, okay? And if they actually do occur, which again is doubtful, but if they actually do occur, then we can talk about this more. The problem is, if altcoins break down and altcoins break their macro structures, altcoin investing becomes gambling. Does that mean we sell our altcoins, or does that mean we wait until Bitcoin breaks down as well and then we sell our altcoins? The problem is, if we wait until Bitcoin breaks down as well, we're losing another 20-30% on altcoins. So it's not an easy decision to make. So I'm hoping we don't have to make that decision. And that's what we're going to be hoping to avoid over the next couple of days. We need to be seeing a bottom here. There's no if, buts, and ands about it. Everyone who's telling you, oh, we can go lower, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's really not fine. And that's not said out of fear. I think you can see I've been very calm in this video. Yes, tired, sure, but very, very calm and collected. The invalidation zones I mentioned in this video have not changed. I've been holding these invalidation zones for years. It's not something I've made up out of a panic. There's no panic here. I'm completely rational. I'm in a completely normal state of mind when I say these things. And I think you can see that very clearly. If you've watched any of my past videos in the last 2 or 3 days, you will see that very, very clearly. And if you watch my video today and you think what I'm talking about is a bunch of nonsense, learn TA. So we need to hold these levels. It's not over yet. Very important to note. It's not over yet. We've not admitted defeat. There's no defeat yet. These macro trends are still intact. These support zones are still intact, but we need to bounce here. I'll give you an update tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and check out the VIP group. If you want altcoin trading signals as well as access to a group chat with an exclusive community, you can check that out. It's on Telegram. You can check out the 3 exchanges we advertise on this YouTube channel. My referral links are down below. They give you 15% trading fee discounts for life. Why should you sign up for these exchanges? Again, for the 15% trading fee discounts, but also because all of these exchanges have never been hacked before, and they're also very low in trading fees to begin with. So check them out with my links. And then finally, the Crypto Academy's Become a Trader 10-unit course will teach you everything you need to know about trading. The website link is down below. You can read up all about it, and you can sign up for that course if you want to learn how to trade. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully tomorrow I have more energy. I'm sorry about that. I just thought I needed to get this content out to you, regardless of my energy levels. Thank you guys. Have a good one.